Welcome to a prestigious federation of wrestling from Studio 1615. I am your host, Ted the Ranger Irvin. This is episode 30. Our prestigious championship is on the line in our main event. Giovanni will make his first title defense against an opponent he asked for directly from the APF executives, a man Giovanni has had a beef with in other promotions. Tiger the Clown, the Billionaire Boardwalk, take on the Healing Hands with 2 E's. Also, the executives that listened to the voice of a prestigious federation and has made some sort of triple threat match with Kevin Journey, Normatron, and Dan Applestone for a number 1 contenders match, but with a twist. This is a handicap match. Game Life versus Kevin Journey. If Game Life wins, both Normatron and Dan Applestone will face our prestigious champion, and most importantly, are allowed to continue playing their video games backstage. The opposite, is the case if Kevin Journey, our prestigious one, wins. Game Life work together to keep their video gaming a thing in this backstage. Ref signals for the bell. Normatron starting out this matchup and running diving fist to Normatron from Kevin Journey and hitting the back. This feud has gotten personal, and the Irish whip over the top turnbuckle goes Kevin Journey and a fist onto the mat outside. And Normatron stomping the back of Kevin Journey on the outside, rolling his shoulder and hitting the back of Kevin Journey and throwing him into a barricade and stomping on the knee. Normatron really wanting both the championship and keeping the game. And a Hurricane Rana to Normatron and Kevin Journey back into the ring. And now Normatron sliding back in. And Normatron pushing Kevin Journey out of the way. And a belly to belly to Kevin Journey. And a camel clutch applied. And the ref making sure it's legal and gets it out. And a hit to the head of Kevin Journey. And pushing away Kevin Journey. And Norm pushing Kevin Journey away yet again. And one more time. And forearm and a slap to Normatron. And an elbow to the throat of Normatron. And a kick, and Normatron still on his feet. And a punch and a jab. And Kevin Journey trying to takes him down, single arm takedown. Dan Applestone clapping on, rooting on his partner here. And a swing goes Normatron. And Kevin Journey going after Normatron. And a double leg takedown to the groin of Normatron. And a kick to the hamstring. And Normatron now single leg takedown to Kevin Journey and goes over Dan Applestone in this matchup now. And Kevin Journey scoop slam to Dan Applestone. Running dive to the chest of Dan Applestone. And a kick to the back. And Kevin Journey taking on 2 men at once to become a number 1 contender and to stop gaming in the back. And a leg drop to Kevin Journey. Kevin Journey thinking games are distracting. And Normatron and Dan think that it's relaxing. And a slam to Dan Applestone to play video games on their breaks. And Kevin Journey showing off a little bit. Irish whipping Kevin Journey over the top rope. Too much showboating. And a punch to Dan Applestone and Kevin Journey hopping back in the ring. And a scoop slam to Dan Applestone. And Kevin Journey now elbow to the side of the head. And Kevin Journey now getting slammed to the knee of Dan. And Dan rolling him over to his corner next to Normatron. Gonna think about tagging in Normatron. And picks him up. Irish whips Kevin Journey over to the other side, but does not tag in his partner and puts him in the Tree of Woe. And a kick to the midsection. And kicking and dropping Kevin Journey. And dragging Kevin Journey to the center of the ring. And goes for the pinfall. And Kevin Journey kicks out. And a hit to the head. Normatron now in this matchup. Attempted to hit and a swinging punch to Normatron. And a kick to the thigh. And going to the knee. Attacking Normatron in this matchup. And a diving elbow to the throat of Normatron. And Kevin Journey needs to continue the attack and continues the attack. And tries to go for a slam, but Normatron wisely getting out of it. An Irish whip to the turnbuckle. Goes Normatron and tries again for a suplex. And Normatron drop kicks Kevin Journey in the chest. And Normatron letting Kevin Journey get up in a head. Gives him a forearm and a kick to the side of Normatron's head. And a takedown to Normatron and goes for the pinfall. And a kick out at 2. DDT to Normatron. Is that going to be enough to put away Normatron? Kevin Journey doesn't think so. He goes to the second rope and connects with a diving headbutt to Normatron and drags him to the center of the ring. And Normatron slowly getting up. And a swinging single leg takedown to Normatron. Kevin Journey powering up. Kevin Journey Irish whipping Normatron over the top rope. And knocking Normatron over the top rope. And goes on the outside. They don't win the matchup on the outside. Guys, you need to keep this matchup on the inside of the ring. This is not a false count anywhere. And Kevin Journey attacking Normatron on the outside of the ring. And throws Normatron back in the ring. And goes to the elbow to the throat of Normatron before he goes back in the ring. Breaking the ref's count. And a forearm to Normatron. And a stomp to the midsection. And Normatron back on his feet. And a single leg takedown to Kevin Journey. And Kevin Journey getting dragged to the center of the ring. Goes for the pinfall. And Kevin Journey kicks out. You gotta do more than that to Kevin Journey there, Normatron. German suplex to Kevin Journey. And tags in Dan Applestone. Irish whipping Kevin Journey in the turnbuckle. Irish whipping Kevin Journey in the other turnbuckle. And a clothesline to Kevin Journey. And Dan Applestone working on the knee. I'm not sure how this is fair. Kevin Journey 1 on 2. Kevin Journey, our prestigious one, wants this fight. And finally, Kevin Journey with a 3 Amigo clothesline to Dan Applestone. Hulking up, per se, and goes for the pinfall. And a kick out at 2. Normatron just resting on the top rope there. And a head rake to Applestone. And the uglier to Dan Applestone. Kevin Journey needs to go to the pinfall. Goes for the pinfall. And a kick out at 2. Kevin Journey needs a scoop slam. Running dive to the throat of Applestone. Raking the hand of Dan. Irish whipping and Dan. And a clothesline. Knocking Dan down. Stomping the back of Dan. in the chest. And goes for the pinfall. And a kick out. Kevin Journey giving it his all in this matchup. And they're diving to the back of Dan. And attacking the leg. Going for a submission hold there. Twisting the ankle. But Dan's so close to the ropes and breaks the hold there by the ropes. And goes for the pinfall. And a kick out at 2. Kevin Journey taking him over to the ropes. Irish whipping him over the top rope. Forearm knocking him over. And Kevin Journey going back on the outside of the ring. Ref counting yet again. And Kevin Journey single leg takedown. Attacking the neck. Kevin Journey getting up slowly. I'm not sure what would happen if this would end up in a double count out. Will we get a fatal 4-way then? And Kevin Journey back in the ring, breaking up the count. And Kevin Journey going out of the ring again, getting back in the ring, trying to get a breather, I guess. And Irish whipping Dan Applestone to the turnbuckle. And Dan Applestone getting put on the top turnbuckle, and Kevin Journey trying to get a breather there. Hurricane Rana faceplant from the top rope. Goes for the pinfall. And Normatron getting in this ring up to break up the pinfall. And landing on Dan Applestone a couple times. Irish whipping Kevin Journey now in the turnbuckle before he gets out of the ring. And Dan Applestone now throwing the shoulder of Kevin Journey in the ring post. And stomping the chest as he's on the bottom rope. Needed the throw to Kevin Journey. And now finally tags in the fresh Normatron. And Kevin Journey Irish whipping Normatron in the turnbuckle. And throwing him shoulder in the ring post. Stomping the chest of Normatron. On the other side of the ring. Diving. Connecting both feet in the chest of Normatron from the other side of the ring and goes for the pinfall. But Dan gets in the ring and breaks up the pinfall. That most likely would have been it if Dan was not there. Kevin Journey has to worry about both Normatron and Dan Applestone. And a DDT to Normatron. Worried about Dan Applestone coming in this ring and a diving elbow to Normatron. Working more on Normatron before he goes for the pinfall. Irish whipping him in the turnbuckle. Trying to go for that suplex, but cannot go for the suplex yet. And Normatron going on the outside of the ring. No idea what he has to do there. Frustrated. Grabbing his head. And Kevin Journey going on the assault to Normatron now, taking him down. And Dan Applestone on the other side. Just staring Normatron and Kevin Journey down. And Normatron getting back in the ring. And Kevin Journey just lying there. And Dan Applestone just... Normatron on the second rope. And Dan Applestone just staring down. Kevin Journey. And Kevin Journey getting up slowly. Can break the ring and gets in the ring. And goes for the Three Amigo clothesline to Normatron. And connects with all three. Holy guacamole. Kevin Journey goes for the pinfall. And Dan Applestone slides in the ring and tries to breaks up the pinfall. What can the ref do? And a belly to belly to Journey. And goes for the pinfall. Goes Normatron. And a kick out at 2 goes Kevin Journey. Kevin Journey with the heart. Wants his prestigious championship back. But has to go through 2 men. On the uglier to Dan Applestone. And drags him in the center of the ring. Goes for the pinfall. And Normatron sliding back in the ring. And breaks up the pinfall. Kevin Journey now going the assault on the back. And does the push-ups on the back of Dan Applestone. Irish whipping Dan Applestone in the turnbuckle. And putting him on the turnbuckle yet again. Another face plant from the top turnbuckle. He just has to worry about Normatron. He goes for the pinfall. And Normatron breaks up the pinfall yet again. The ref needs to stop this. And Kevin Journey working on the arm. Kevin Journey lifting up Applestone. And a swinging fist to the face of Dan Applestone. And goes for the elbow to the knee of Applestone. And goes for the pinfall. But Normatron there to break it up. And Kevin Journey Irish whipping Dan Applestone into the turnbuckle. And Kevin Journey has Applestone on his shoulders and dropping him on the back. Goes for the pinfall. And Normatron breaking up the pinfall. And Irish whipping Kevin Journey in the turnbuckle before he gets out of the ring. Helping out Applestone. And snake eyes to the turnbuckle. And Dan Applestone looking for the glacier. Connects with the glacier. Will this be it? Do we have a triple threat? We do. Dan Applestone, Normatron versus our prestigious champion. And most importantly for Game Life, their life of video games continue. We will find out who the champion is later on in the main event. But now, the prestigious tag team titles are on the line. But I'm not sure why the Healing Hands, Kenny Johnson and Wyatt Black are facing Matt, the Billionaire Boardwalk, and Ryan Baines, the prestigious tag team champions. I mean, Wyatt Black does have a prestigious contract. Maybe that means he gets a prestigious title shot, singles or tag team. Healing Hands' record as a tag team is 1-2. I don't find that very prestigious in my books. But I guess the executives feel that the Billionaire Boardwalk will defend their titles against the Healing Hands. A thank you to our ring announcer, Julio the Tank Tamale. I will be quiet so you can hear his fine work.
This match is for the prestigious Tag Team Championships.
The ref signals for the bell. Wyatt Black, Ryan Baines starting off this matchup. And Wyatt Black suplexing Ryan Baines. And a leg drop to Wyatt Black. And Ryan Baines now sidewalk slam to Wyatt Black. And hitting the back of Wyatt Black. And the knee to the back of Ryan Baines now, and Wyatt Black now in control. Forearm to the back of Ryan Baines and rolling him over. And Ryan Baines getting up. And a forearm to the head of Ryan Baines, and that kind of takes him off. And a single leg takedown to Wyatt Black, the intern of professional wrestling. And a leg drop. And both men on their feet. And a forearm to Ryan Baines now. And jabs. In the corner of Healing Hands now is Ryan Baines. And suplex. Ryan Baines and Wyatt Black rolling him over. Baines getting up slowly now. And both men now on their feet. And a jab to Ryan Baines. And a forearm after the poke to the eye. And Ryan Baines now tagging in the Billionaire Matt Boyd. Single leg arm drag to Wyatt Black. Matt Boyd. Snap nair. Done a lot for the community. And then Matt Boyd, our prestigious tag team champion, knee to the back. And a kick to the back of Wyatt Black. And an uppercut to Wyatt Black. Irish whipping into the turnbuckle. Irish whipping him in the other turnbuckle. And a clothesline to Wyatt Black. Matt Boyd goes for the pinfall. And a kick out. Figure 4 head scissors to Wyatt Black. And Kenny Johnson clapping on has yet to be in this matchup. And Wyatt Black rolling over the corner, his corner there. And arm takedown to Matt Boyd. And finally tags in Kenny Johnson. And Matt Boyd in control takes down Kenny Johnson. Assaulting the knee and picking up Kenny Johnson there. Suplexing Kenny Johnson. And Matt Boyd in his tags in Ryan Baines. And Ryan Baines staring down the Rocket Man here in the APF. Irish whips him over the turnbuckle and punches him and drops him outside the ring. And Matt Boyd now lifting up Kenny Johnson. And Ryan Baines actually attacking Matt Boyd by accident. Says, sorry there. And Kenny Johnson in control. Attacking Ryan Baines. All heck is going on. On Kenny Johnson. Leg drop to Matt Boyd and slapping Kenny Johnson. Sorry. And Ryan Baines now in this ring. Kenny Johnson trying to get in the ring, but Matt Boyd stopping Kenny Johnson from getting in this ring. And the ref continues the count. Whoa. Billionaire Board Life win by count out. And it is. Matt Boyd prevented Kenny Johnson from getting in this ring. And we still have tag team champions. We will find out if Giovanni can keep his title with his hand-picked opponent, Tiger the Clown, former tag team partner, in a place I am legally not allowed to say. Tiger turned his back on Giovanni and never got a payback. So the executives allowed this matchup on this episode of APF after Tiger. And this matchup is so personal. It is a ladders match. There's ladders at least around the ring. Also, Giovanni made a statement that he and Dante are still a team. Dante is proud of his Italian connection partner. Tiger the Clown, 5-time interstate champion, 4-time worldwide champion. And both men in this ring. Ref signals for the bell. And yes, it is a ladders match as the belt is hung over the ring and Giovanni Romano attacking Tiger the Clown. What action we have up here. And Giovanni Romano going for the ladder and Tiger the Clown going after him as well. And Giovanni attacking Tiger the Clown in the leg and assaulting him and throws in the ladder and goes for his title there. And Giovanni climbing the ladder, and so is Tiger the Clown, with Giovanni holding on, and Tiger the Clown tossing over Giovanni, and Tiger the Clown has the title there by himself and trying to wiggle it and try it so hard and takes it down. What a matchup! Tiger the Clown, our prestigious title. Tiger the Clown there on the ladder. Barely a sweat on him, winning this matchup. We have a new prestigious champion here in APF of Wrestling from Studio 1615. We are a prestigious federation. My name is Ted the Ranger Irvin.